Hey y'all, welcome back. How to Love a Battered Woman, my YouTube page. My name is Nia Renee. This is part 2 of the time that my mother tried to set me up to have me kidnapped because I wouldn't go lift weights with her and my uncle. We ain't even gonna do all that. Let's just go ahead and... All right, y'all. So we're at the part in the story where I am with a group of women, a group of Jehovah's Witness women, and they are standing there with me. I'm on the phone with my dad. I think one of them was like, let me call the cops. And I was like, no, I want to wait till my dad gets here. So at this time, my birth mom has already gotten in her car and she's looking for me. So she drove around the corner and she sees me standing there and she's like, get your ass in the car. Get in this car right now. You gonna get in the car with me. And I was like, I'm not going anywhere with you. I'm on the phone with my dad. My dad's like, you're not going anywhere with her. Do not get in the car with her. Just keep standing there. I'm on my way. Like I said, mind you, my dad works 45 minutes away. So at that time, so we were just standing there. So she leaves. And I'm still standing there. And the ladies are like, you're bleeding. The back of your neck is bleeding. And I was like, oh my God, I'm bleeding. I'm on the phone. My dad's talking to me and he's like, I'm so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry that you have to go through this. I'm so sorry. Like, I never meant for you to have to ever experience this. I'm so sorry. And I can't imagine what he was thinking when he's probably speeding. To this day, I still don't know how he got to me. I really don't know how he got to me. But anyway, so I'm standing there and she drives around the corner again. And I'm like, no, I'm not going anywhere with you. Like, leave me alone. Go to hell. I'm not going with you. So, and she's screaming and yelling. She drives back around the corner again. I'm like, oh, okay, she's circling in again. Oh my God. Like, go away. Just leave me alone. Y'all, it was my uncle. Now, let's pause on the story so I can give you a breakdown of my uncle. My uncle was 6'1", in his 40s, 50s, probably in his 50s. Big dude. I'm talking about 6-pack, muscles, worked out all the time, ate very clean. He used to be, well, he says whatever. He was in the NFL for a little bit until he injured his knee or something. I don't really know that story. But so, like, just so y'all have a visual, big dude. I'm talking about very, very athletic, can keep up with the kids. Athletic. So he drives around the corner, parks the car, and is like, get out, like get in a car right now. And I was like, I'm not going anywhere with you. And my dad's on the phone still. Whole time I'm on the phone. And my dad's like, who is that? And I was like, it's Uncle. And he's like, oh, hell no. You not going nowhere with none of them. I was like, I know. My brother pulls around the corner in my uncle's truck with my birth mom, I think. I don't know where. Actually, I don't even think she was there. It was just my half brother. So he pulled around the corner and he's like, get in the car. And I was like, I'm not getting it in the car with you. He gets out of the car, starts walking toward me. The ladies are around me. They're shielding me. And I tried to sprint. Dude is quick. Grabbed me. Picked me up. These poor ladies, they're beating him with their Bibles and their umbrellas, trying to get him off of me. And my uncle's trying to kidnap me. And he's got me, and I'm fighting him with one arm, trying to get off of him, hitting him, kicking him, while I still have my dad on the phone. My father is on the phone, listening to me being kidnapped. Just let that sit in for a second. He's listening to his 15-year-old daughter being kidnapped. And he's hauling ass to get to me. Mind you, I'm thinking he's still at work, right? So unfortunately, my uncle gets me in the car and we're literally laying over the front seat, the middle console, and the passenger seat, laying over it. He's on top of me. And I'm screaming. I'm punching dude in the face. Still on the phone with my dad, punching him in the face, kicking at him. And all I hear is, skirt! And the next thing I know, my father is in between me and my uncle. All I see is my father's face. I'm here. I'm here. Snatches my uncle up out the car. I tucked and rolled out of the other side. The ladies are holding me. I'm crying. I run around the car. And my dad, y'all, my dad has this man has so much self-control because I would have went to prison that day. My dad has this dude hemmed up, talking about what the fuck is wrong with you? You put your hands on my child. I could unalive you right now. And it was weird. It was like something like had possessed my uncle. Something went over him because his eyes didn't even look the same. And all of a sudden he stepped back and like he realized what was happening. He was like, man, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know. He was like, you ever put your hand on my daughter again? He was like, let's go. So he gets me. I get in the car and I'm crying. I'm bleeding. I'm bruised. I'm exhausted. I feel like I just got beat up because I did. Like it was bad. And so I'm sitting there crying. And we live like literally a block from the fire department. So my dad hauls ass out of the neighborhood and we go over to the the fire department. We pull in and we get over there. Again, all I'm wearing are basketball shorts and a sports bra. And I'm bleeding on the back of my head. And my father was like, my daughter needs medical attention, but you need to get the police here right now. You need to get the cops here right now. So I'm sitting at the fire department and, you know, they're patching up the back of my neck. They're putting on, you know, Band-Aids and stuff like that. And my dad is bawling in my lap. He never let go of me. The moment he grabbed me and put me in the car, he never let go of me. He's just holding on to me and he's crying. He's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like he just kept apologizing. Like he just kept saying, I am so, so sorry. But the messed up part of this story is when the police officer gets there. This lady was so damn rude, so disrespectful, had no empathy at all. She had no empathy to the situation, to the fact that, you know, both me and my dad are crying. I'm injured. Like a domestic violence situation just happened, just went down, and she had zero empathy to the situation. Like this lady walks up and just immediately was like, nope, cut that out. No, get your emotions together right now before I start taking statements. Excuse me? My father turned and looked at her. He said, my daughter was just assaulted. Give us a second. Like he was so mad. Like in general, like I know how I felt. Like I just can't imagine how my father felt during any of this. Like during all of these moments, like I just can't imagine how my father felt, nor how my father had so much restraint and so much, like I ask him all the time, like, how were you able to do that? Like how do you have so much self-control? And I just remember him always telling me, especially once I got older, like now that I'm 28, he always tells me, he was like, if I wouldn't have had my self-control and if I wouldn't have gotten myself together, I would have lost you. And then you would have been trapped and stuck with her. And I was not having that. So I had to remember in my mind that there's a bigger picture. And that's how I was able to hold self-control. So we just going to give a moment of silence for that. I'm going to sip my coffee and ponder on that because I got a lot to learn in that department because I could never. Cheers to you, Dad. Cheers to motherfucking you. But anyway, so yeah, the police officer was mad disrespectful. I'm just talking about walked up really aggressive. But it's the story that my birth mother told her that blows my mind. Unfortunately, there's going to have to be a part 3. So stay tuned because the story is almost over. But y'all, Okay, just hang in there with me. Hang in there. Part three is on the way. It's coming.